Just a quick one, guys, before we do get into today's video. We have dropped our August Liverpool t-shirt collection. We've got the Liverpool fans tees, along with the Liverpool Capital Trophies t-shirts. Do browse the new collection by going down into the link in the description, or going to copbikeclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, we're now under 2,000 subscribers away from the big 50,000 mark, so if you haven't already hit the big red button, please consider doing so. And in return, we'll keep it on the straight and narrow with everything in regards to Liverpool Football Club. Liverpool have submitted a bid for a player, but there is one caveat towards that, of which we'll be discussing in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. Now, this morning you may have woke up to your headlines on Sky Sports. Basically, we reported to you the other day, stating, of course, Liverpool had held sort of preliminary talks with Bayern Munich, or feeler talks with Bayern Munich over a potential, if they could maybe make a potential move for Ryan Gravenberch. And Bayern's sort of stance has always kind of been, no, he's not for sale. And now Sky Sports are running this story stating that two unnamed Premier League clubs, of course, of which is Liverpool and Manchester United, are looking to try and land the Dutch international. Again, this one will probably run right to the wire. Fabrizio Romano also stated that it will probably run right to the wire, and of course it will probably be something that will be ironed out before deadline day and could be like a late swoop for either club, or he could be staying in Bavaria with Bayern Munich. In other news, of course, Liverpool could be set for a transfer windfall, with Bournemouth striker Dominic Solanke attracting interest from elsewhere. Of course, Solanke left Anfield back in January 2019 in a deal worth around £19 million, and the striker has basically gone on to score 57 times for the Cherries in 176 appearances, as well as providing 28 assists. So yeah, he has done pretty well, both in the Championship and in the Premier League. Basic reports had stated last week that West Ham had a £40 million offer rejected as they're searching for a new striker, and now more sort of reports are emerging that he could go for £40 million as a few clubs are interested. Now, the Reds could obviously get a windfall from this, and it's being said that Liverpool have a 20% sell-on clause for the forward lodged into the sale of the player, which would see if Bournemouth were to sell the player for £40 million, which reports are suggesting, Liverpool would see £4.2 million from said deal. So yeah, an interesting one there with regards to that. But of course, any additional funds is always great, especially when you're under FSG. £4.2 million can go quite a long way, as you could see. Liverpool wanted to save £2 million when we were trying to get Romeo Lavia in for the door. Remember when they went £48 million and they wanted £50 million? So yeah, that could have done and helped us out there. But yeah, Liverpool are set for a windfall from Dominic Solanke, as it looks like his time on the South Coast is coming to an end. Now, in other news, as I said, guys, in the headline of today's video, Liverpool have had a bid, or have submitted a bid. However, it has been rejected for Brazilian midfielder Andre. Now, Andre, we spoke about intensely on the channel over the last couple of weeks. And basically, I told you the sort of situation with Fluminense. Liverpool are interested and do want the player in for the long term. However, Fluminense don't want to sell him until the end of their season, which is in December, due to the Copa Libertadores and the competitions that they're competing in. Now, basically, according to David Lynch via This Is Anfield, he has basically said Liverpool have had a €30 million verbal offer for Fluminense midfielder Andrea rejected, and that's also coming from Brazilian reports as well, reputable Brazilian reports out in Brazil. Basically, they're stating that they do want to stand firm on their desire of letting the player go under the release clause. Basically, in January, yes, they're open to negotiations, but it would take a big money sweep right now for Fluminense to let him go. Brazilian outlet Globo reports that the Rio club want Andrea to feature in both legs of their upcoming Copa Libertadores quarter-final tie against Paraguay's Olimpia, which will take place of course, on August 24th and August 31st, which does go down to deadline day. To that end, they recently turned an initial Liverpool bid worth 30 million euros before even being formally communicated. Of course, this would be a record fee for them. Their record transfer fee is 17 million euros when Gersons went over to AS Roma back in 2015. However, this would obviously eclipse it. But they are standing firm. They know how good the player is. They know how valuable he is to their pursuit for the Copa Libertadores and success domestically, and as I said, do not want to let the player go despite the huge transfer fee for a Brazilian club. As I said, 30 million euros Liverpool have been willing to pay this transfer window, but the Brazilian club have verbally rejected it. That comes from David Lynch, and that also comes from very reputable sources throughout Brazil. News breaking, of course, last night. So yeah, Liverpool looking to try and do stuff, looking to try and do business. We can tell that certainly their midfield pursuit in the transfer market isn't done, and they are looking to try and get players in. But this one could definitely be a player that comes in the January transfer window after, of course, what happens. But if you are following the Brazilian football, it is likely that they'll beat that Paraguayan side Olympia, so they will progress far. So I doubt a deadline day deal will be done unless there is a huge upset in the Copa Libertadores for Andrea. The Reds now have two choices in their pursuit for Andre: wait until January transfer window, or of course pay his release clause. If Liverpool do match the release clause, which is £34 million, they've already submitted an offer for €30 million, which is £25 million. So if they up it by another £9 million, then well, Fluminense would have no choice to let him go. So if they do want him that badly, they can trigger his release clause or wait till January. So it's two options there for the club. The midfielder has made over 140 appearances for the Rio club, emerging from the club's academy to break into the first team setup back in September 2020. His progress was recognised with the first senior Brazil cap earlier this year, which came in a 4-2 friendly defeat to Senegal. Both Fulham and Sporting Lisbon have also been credited with their interest in the player. So it will be interesting to see where Liverpool move on this front, but certainly transfers hopefully will start to happen this week. But breaking news today, of course, is that they've had a verbal bid rejected by Fluminense for Andre. So yeah, interesting. Also last night, of course, Arsenal beat Crystal Palace, but fans lauded Sheikh Doucouré, of course, a transfer target at the moment. However, it is unknown if Liverpool are going to be making a move for him. Like Gravenberch, the situation remains the same. Liverpool have had feeler talks, and Crystal Palace are said to be preparing themselves for an offer. So we'll see what happens with regards to that. But Liverpool fans, that's all I've really got for you today in today's first part of the video. Do let me know your thoughts on Andre, and do you think the club should smash his release clause or get him this summer instead of waiting till January? Yes or no? Let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copbuyclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.